Hey everyone, and welcome to your Pilates for period pain class. Now people will experience varying degrees of pain during their cycle. Some people will be able to get on with HIIT workouts and not have to change their routine at all, but some people do really suffer with period pain, and so this is just going to take you through some nice gentle stretches and movements to really stretch out your tummy area and just hopefully help to alleviate some of those cramps or pain, whatever it is that you're feeling. So we're going to start by lying on our back. Take your time to get there. Just gently roll down. Legs extend out, arms come up over your head, and I want you to take a full body stretch. Reach your arms away, lengthen out your legs, and reach. Now you can make this as big of a stretch as you want to, depending on how this feels for you. Big reach. Now you might feel this into your stomach, into your back. You might suffer with backache as well. Nice big stretch to get us started. Come and bring your arms down by your sides and then hug both of your knees in towards your chest. Just really draw them in as much as it feels comfortable for you. If it feels like a bit too much pressure on your stomach, then just take the knees a little bit further away. You might find that it feels like quite a nice stretch within your stomach area. Bring a little stretch into the front of the hips as well at the same time and into your lower back. Come and bring your feet back onto the floor, quite close to the body, and we're going to take our arms either out wide to the side, or you might just want to bring them on a slight diagonal out to the side of the body. And we're going to take some hip rolls. So I want you to drop your knees over to one side, pick them up through the center, and then drop them over to the other side. Now you can move the position of your feet to change how this stretch feels. So you might want your feet quite close together, or your feet wider apart, maybe as wide as your mat. So you feel that a little bit more into the hips and the inside of the leg. One more each way. And then bringing the knees back into the center, feet come back to hip distance, arms down by the sides. Now I want you to take your right knee, lift it up into a tabletop position. So you've got this 90-degree bend at the knee, and then we're going to extend that leg away, bring the knee back in, and place the foot down. Left side, we lift the knee, extend away, knee comes in, place the foot down. So we're always keeping that knee at 90 degrees. Even when we draw it back in, we're not coming all the way in towards our chest. Just keep that nice right angle. Gently draw down through the belly, just so that you don't get any ache into your lower back. And it's going to stop your body from wobbling around too much as well. So a lot of what we do today is going to be about stretching, lengthening, focusing on your stomach and your lower back, and into your hips a little bit as well. This is not intended to be a super strenuous class. One more each side. Good. So we're going to come up to seated. You could bring both of your knees in towards your chest and roll up if you're happy to do that. Otherwise, just come up however it feels good for you. So sitting nice and tall, lengthening our legs out, and we're going to come into that lower back a little bit again. So lengthen your arms out in front of you. Spine is long, relax the shoulders down. We're going to take some spine stretches. So gently draw in through the belly. I'm going to breathe in at the top. And as we breathe out, you're just going to shift the upper body forward towards your toes. Keep the shoulders pinned back, spine is long, and then we restack the spine back up to our seated position. So we breathe in at the top, breathe out, reach towards the feet, and then restack the spine. So make sure that your shoulders are pulled back. Think about squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then as you exhale and shift forward, we want to keep the shoulders in that position. What normally happens, we reach forward, we round the shoulders, we round the back, so we can reach a little bit further, but we don't want to do that today. We want to try and get this stretch into the lower back. Shoulders pin back, exhale to reach, inhale to restack. We're just going to do a few of these. You might feel a big stretch down the back of the legs as well. So just take it as far as it feels comfortable for you. Lovely. Last two. And last one. Relax your arms down for a moment. And then we're going to take it into spine twists instead. So we're going to be moving in a slightly different direction. So take your arms out wide to a T shape. Unless you've got any shoulder issues, then you can cross your arms over your chest. Again, sitting nice and tall. If this feels like it's too much on your hips, then you can bring a little bend into the knees. Breathing in at the top, relax the shoulders. As we breathe out, legs stay where they are. We're going to rotate round to one side, just through the upper body. Coming back through the center, exhale, round to the other side, and into the center. So what we want to avoid as we move is that one foot popping in front of the other. If you find that your feet are moving, it means that you're moving your hips. Really isolate into the upper body only. You might find that you can't rotate round quite as far, but that's okay. We're not going to be here for very long. Good. We're going to take one more each way. Lovely. Relax the arms in the center. You might feel like you need to bring your knees in if that's come into your hip flexors a little bit. And then we're going to come and sit in a nice cross-legged position, if that feels comfortable for you. If not, you might feel better being on your knees. Relax your shoulders down. We're going to bring the stretch into the side of the body. So come and bring both hands down onto the floor. As you breathe in, reach your right arm up over your head. As you exhale, we're going to side bend over to the left. So we're lengthening through the side of the body and then reaching over. Keep both of your sit bones on the floor, and you can take a little bend into the elbow on the left side if you want to, or you can keep it a little bit locked out. If you can soften the elbow, that'll probably feel a bit more comfortable for you. Nice big stretch into the side of the body. Come on up, right hand on the floor. Breathing in, left arm lift. Breathing out, come over into that side bend. Relaxing through that right side, into the shoulder, into the elbow. Feeling that nice big stretch into the left side. Remember your breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then we're going to come all the way back up and come over into 4-point kneeling. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, so we're in a box position. Gentle lift through the belly. We're going to do some cat-cow. Breathing in to prepare. As you breathe out, tuck your tailbone under as if you're pushing your hips towards your hands. Press down through the palms, lift through the upper back. Drop the head so you're looking at your legs, creating a nice big arch into the upper back. Lift the belly. On our next exhale, we're going to go the other way. So we come through to cow. Tailbone moves first. As we breathe out, tailbone pushes up towards the ceiling. Get the dip in the lower back. Roll the shoulders. Eye gaze to the end of the mat. Feeling that nice big stretch into the lower back and into the belly as well. Next exhale, we move back through to cat. Tuck the tailbone. Press down through the palms and we lift. More of a stretch into the upper back here, but you still might find that helpful if your body generally is feeling a little bit achy. Keep the belly lifted. Always moving on the exhale, starting with the tailbone. And this move might become one of your best friends when you're suffering with period pain. And you can do this at any time if you just feel like you can't quite get that stretch into the back and into the stomach. One more each way. Good. Coming back through to our neutral position, so into our 4-point kneeling. We're going to bring the toes together, knees wide, sit the hips back onto the heels and reach your arms forward. Come and rest the head down into a child's pose. Now see how this feels for you. You might want to take the knees a bit wider. You might want to reach the hands a little bit further forward, just depending on where you feel like you need the stretch. And just focus on your breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then we just start to walk the hands in towards the body, coming back up into a seated position. And hopefully you're feeling like that's stretched out a little bit more, particularly into your stomach, into your back, which are a lot of the places where we do tend to suffer when we've got period pain, particularly your lower back. So you can do this as often as you feel like you need it. And hopefully you found that that has relieved some of the symptoms for you. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.